Hey guys, very late this Saturday night, but I just wanted to come on and just sort of check in, make sure everybody is okay, and just give you probably just share a little bit of information. Maybe it's like what we call a daily update or a nighttime update. Gosh, I've been quite busy today. I was actually scheduling and recording a number of videos, basically to do with my design boot camp. that at this stage it's going to be showing in about 10 days, but it'll be a live boot camp where I'm going to be walking through the design software that I use to create digital products. But we're not talking about that tonight. We're actually just going to talk a little bit about one of my favorite topics, nutrition, of course. And hi, are you up late? Yeah, I thought I'd actually read to you a little excerpt that I thought was really interesting in terms of just addiction and sugar and what it's been doing to us in terms of our taste buds and how our taste buds have evolved over the years to really be able to not distinguish at all what's actually good food and not so good food and things. So I thought I'd just read it to you, this thing. But basically it says, your taste buds have been corrupted by the wrong signals. Now, it talks here about the bliss point. Bliss. So the bliss point is where most people, that means the average of people, feel that something is not too sweet and just sweet enough, meaning that it's just the right amount of sweetness, not too sweet. And you can usually tell, like in that glucose fasting test that we do, and when they give you that really sickly, really sweet drink, I don't know, for those people who have actually had that test, you know that it's actually too sweet, right? So it's that bit of icky factor. So when something is just too sweet, like syrupy sweet, it actually tastes awful. Well, the bliss point was developed by the processed food industry in their labs for the testing of new products. So they test thousands of people to find out exactly where they can add just enough sugar to the food or the treat, but not go overboard. So they spend millions a year testing this, and we are basically their lab rats. So here's what happens when you eliminate sugar for 30 days. Your taste buds change. In a way, it almost like goes back to factory settings, like when you're resetting your phone things. So your taste buds end up judging the sweetness of something very differently. So carrots can taste super sweet, peppers can taste sweet, and macadamia nuts can taste like candy. So why is that? Well, what is happening is that since you were a child, you have been slowly adjusting to the taste of sweet products. Not because they are sweet and you like the taste, but because your body and your brain are cooperating to get an ever-increasing shot of dopamine. So they know that more sweetness brings more dopamine. So you have effectively, but unknowingly, hacked your body, and it's not in a good way. So years ago, we used to get our dopamine through walking and other exercise and other things like new foods or hugs, just that overall good feeling, right? We were rewarded for doing good things. But in the past 300 odd years, our bodies and our brains have learned a simple trick to get the same feeling just sitting on the couch. That feeling, once you reach adulthood, is not really a feeling at all. It's a drive, a physical and mental drive to not go into withdrawals. So the science on this is very clear and getting more clear every day. When you crave sugar or sweetness, it has absolutely nothing to do with the food or the sweet. It's your body's organized response to get a feel-good shot of dopamine. So there you go. Basically, we've just been conditioned over all those years to sort of feel like if we want to feel good, we just reach for a chocolate bar. So that's any wonder then that we would actually go into withdrawals when we decide to reduce sugar, or we start to cut out sugar from our diet, and we start to get headaches and we don't feel so good at all, and we feel like we need to go get another chocolate bar to help overcome that pain. But that pain is temporary. It may last you a few days, but if you can push through it, and whether you eliminate it slowly so that your body can adjust, or you go quickly to try to actually because it's almost like if you're giving up cigarettes, do you cut down on the cigarettes, or can you just go cold turkey straight away? So I guess it just depends on which one's the most effective way of actually doing this. But for me, in the beginning days, for quite a few months, I eliminated sugar altogether. And to this day, the only sugar I will actually have is a sweetener that's actually put into when I'm baking the muffin, the keto type of muffin. There's no sugar anywhere else and things. But I could very much basically just cut that out as well and things. So maybe I will, not too sure. But yeah, so I thought that was actually really interesting, and how your taste buds are actually lying to you. But it's only because it's been corrupted by all the wrong signals after so many years of just the way we have actually been eating since we were really small and thing. All right, so apart from that, there was nothing really I wanted to talk about too much. I mean, it's quite late, so I'm going to go have a nap very soon. But you guys have a very nice Sunday. I know it's been difficult over here. I mean, it's unusual in a way because I'm over in New Zealand, and I think we're probably, fingers crossed, going to come out of level 2 with the Wellington one, hopefully by midnight tomorrow night. But my hometown of Sydney is gone into lockdown. So, yeah, it should be interesting because I'm only here on probably another week or so, and then I'll be heading back. But they're not actually closing the borders anyway to Kiwis. So, yeah, we'll see as to whether I actually go back and I join the whole lockdown process, or I just hang around just a little bit more. Fortunately, I'm able to actually work remotely and online. So that's all good news, sort of. All right. As an update regarding a workshop, I do have slides that I can actually work through. I think what I'm going to do is I'm it's going to be online, given that the whole thing with the lockdown around. So I think what I'll do is I'll make it available to the group, the Eat Healthy Fight Diabetes private group that's on Facebook. And it might be just a matter of just me recording, scheduling that I'm going to go live, and then just giving you a sneak peek of basically the health workshop that I put together about a month ago, and I've been presenting that to various people around the place. So I think that's the latest of where I'm going to head. All right, so I can't quite see. I know, cousin, that you're actually watching, but on this platform, it's actually coming up as anonymous kind of thing. But I can see your message, so hey. All right, so I'll catch you tomorrow. Fingers crossed that I actually come on earlier than this, because this is quite late for me. But I'll work on something that's a bit more interesting. Although tonight's topic, I hope, was actually quite interesting for you. Unless you want to actually drop me a note or comment underneath this video and just let me know what you'd like me to actually talk about in some of the upcoming lives related to health or just mindset. Remember, there's the 5 areas: mindset, exercise, nutrition, fasting, and sleep. All right, so sleep is where I'm heading now. See you later. Bye.